Hello, welcome to Kevlar's Quest, the Modern Life podcast. I'm Kevin Ejizie. Today's quest is, it's not always about the bird. It's not always about the bird. Now, I know you will be thinking, what does bird has to do with relationship? A bird that fly, what does it have to do with relationships? Now, let me explain to you what I mean by using this metaphor. So, I noticed that there's a trend going on. It's going on the internet where a woman says something random like, I just saw a bird, and secretly records her boyfriend's reaction to it or her husband's reaction to it. The idea is that if he drops whatever he's doing and dives into her to understand what she said and to understand what she said, to understand whether there's truly a bird somewhere, it means that he's emotionally available. And if he doesn't, well, maybe it means that he doesn't care. This little game that I see people playing on the internet, let me just call it I tagged it the bird test. It actually comes from research by two psychologists, and they call them the Gottmans. They used an experiment to study relationships for decades, and they found that couples who respond to each other's bid for attention tend to last longer. That part is true. But the way the bird test is being used today is totally off track. These two psychologists, the Gothams, they understood that if both spouses or both partners, they react to each other's comments by saying, oh, there's a bird outside, they normally react to it quickly. Both of them do the same for each other. It means that they will tend to last longer in that relationship or marriage. But when it's one person, it means that the other person that doesn't give attention to the other person to say, okay, there's a bird, it means that relationship may not last longer because the relationship may be one-sided. But the way they use it in today's world is totally off track. They use it to mean on that thing. And I'm about to explain to you. The problem is that social media has turned this test into a rule. Anything a woman says should instantly be more important than whatever a man is doing. That's not emotional intelligence. That's imbalance. Imagine a therapist stopping mid-session because his wife walked in and said she saw a bird. That wouldn't be connection. It would be disrespect. Here's the bigger picture. Women usually don't run this test when men are doing something that benefits them, like fixing a shelf or working to earn money. They run it when men are relaxing, reading, watching sports, or gaming. In other words, when the activity is just for him, that sends a subtle message. His peace and leisure don't matter as much. That's the message you are sending, because you now see that he's now doing his own thing and he's happy. That's when you now start telling him that there's a bird in the window. But let's be real. Healthy relationships aren't built on constant interruption. Even mothers don't treat every random comment from their kids. They don't treat it as urgent. They teach boundaries, because if they grow up believing you deserve attention on demand, you don't become emotionally intelligent, you become entitled. So in all this, here's the takeaway. Connection matters, like the experiment that was carried out by the Gottman psychologists. But timing matters too. Emotional intelligence isn't about dropping everything for every passing thought. It's about knowing when to engage and when to respect someone's space. And if social media is telling you otherwise, remember this in all this thing. Relationships aren't improved when they are turned into content. Protect your privacy, respect each other's time, and build connection where it truly counts. Okay, that's our quest for today. Please subscribe, like, and share. Someone out there needs to hear this message. Maybe someone like you. Let's spread strength and clarity to those navigating this journey. We'll talk more in future episodes. Let me know your thoughts on this. Thanks for listening and take care.